Um, yeah, so like some games, just for an example that you could have seen. I never did record any more Ghostbusters. Just saying, FYI. So if that was something you actually wanted to see, sorry. But like what did I play? I did Force Unleashed was one of them. I played Ultimate Alliance, which is an amazing Marvel game. The third one I haven't played, but I'm just already not a fan because they basically took out the original story, by what I can tell. Which I thought the original story was cool, and the second one, I've never actually got that. I've never actually finished either one of them, but they're just such great games, and I was just like kind of disappointed. Ooh, hello! I found a little hidden oasis here. I don't know. Just I don't know. I don't like reboots. I like things to stay the same, especially because they're calling it 3 as if like it's continuing when it's not. It's just a cash grab. I'm not a fan. I probably don't need this much sand, so I'm gonna just start going back. Well, you know what? Took everything else. Let's just get this one last pile. What else have I done? Oh, so now going back to something cool, because this is where the videos for that come in, which is literally, now that I'm thinking about it, where I started this whole conversation off. But when we started something cool, we did a bunch of videos together. The first one, which I've taken off now because I now use something cool for my RHA meetings and stuff like that. Yeah, so if you go on there, you're not going to find anything that I talk about. It's now used for another purpose. Not forever though, so one day, I don't know if it'll be something cool when I change it up, but it can only ever be used as a group channel. It won't be my channel, like just solely, because it's like a group thing. But it won't be with the same people, unfortunately. They just, we all moved on. So, and I said that before. So, but some videos that never came to light, which is a lot of them. So we did a Minecraft video, but we had several parts of that video that were never seen. We also had other video games like Worms Revolution and stuff like that was never seen. We had, what else? Until Dawn. The most that anybody's ever seen of that was I made a trailer out of the first out of like the first thing, and I had a bunch of like I had all our names. I had to let me tell you how many times I had to edit that so many times because people don't like me using their real names in it. So I had to go and change it to usernames and stuff like that, and it was a thing. I thought it was cool. I thought I did a good job, but people did not like it, so I had to go change it several times until people were okay with it. But that was one video. Another video that was never, well, I don't know. I don't think it would go into something cool. It would have been one of my short films, but it was a ghost hunter, and we had I should probably smelt this sand. We had Andre. I think it was Andre. I don't know. Somebody was Ghost Hunter, and we did a bunch of like horror cliches, and actually they weren't bad. I won't lie. Like they were pretty good. Like the things that we did. Like one of them was like we had like this stairway in a basement, and every time we like would film 2 scenes. One, we filmed with the lights off, and I would be under this like big cloak and come down the stairs. And then another one we filmed with the lights on, and so we just cut it. So every time it sounded like the lights were being turned on, we would cut to the other films so that I wasn't in it, and so it would be like I was disappearing every time the lights came on. And then another one was like me in the mirror, and then I don't know, yeah, like so it was funny. We never finished that video, so I never posted it. And then I made something cool. Went through a bunch of revive phases, and they just never went anywhere. When a SourceFed went down, if anybody knows SourceFed, it was a big group channel, like did a lot of news and stuff like that. When they went down, I saw an opportunity, tried to make some news videos. We called it Huge News because that was a thing that we did at my school. If you didn't watch my high school video thing. My friend, when we did it, brought his girlfriend over. And we did this big thing with filming. First, like, I had this all scheduled out. He would come first, and then my other friends would come later so we could do the other stuff. And she was not supposed to come, but she did. And she butted in, and when she did, it ruined everything. She was like, "Hey, can I do it?" And I'm like, "I didn't write a script for you, but sure." And she let's just say, to not be rude, it was bad. It was really bad, and I will never show it. You know what? I did show it, but it was so bad I decided never to do another one. Mostly because, first off, it's hard to like research news that's like that is good. Like, there's no like good news, you know. It's like, what are we gonna talk about? Trump? I don't know. But so I didn't do that again. Some other videos that we did was I did a game show. I thought it would be fun to do a game show with my friends, but then as we were going on, I realized, you know what would have been a great idea to start was to actually like come up with like rules and stuff for the game show. It's also when I realized that my friends were not comedians, to be nice. So like, it was, the whole premise was that it'd be funny, it'd be a weird show with a bunch of things to it, and that we'd all have a fun time, but I would use the funny bits essentially. But they weren't very funny. Sorry if you watch this, but you just kind of weren't. So scrap that. Also, it was just bad. And then another thing we did was, well, that's not very helpful, is it? Another thing that we did was a Pokemon tournament. So I had a game, Pokemon Royale, one of my favorite games of all time. Just saying, it's a fun game. But we had a Pokemon Royale tournament, and That one actually was pretty good, but it will probably never be posted just because it's really dated, and I just don't care to edit for it. But and then we did some podcast stuff, and that's about it. And there's probably more. There's been many attempts to revitalize something cool, but each time it was just with less and less people. So here I am by myself now. Yeah, this is okay. It started out like that. Now we're back at it. So keep doing the grind, I guess.